The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In the winter of 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on a skiing expedition in the northern Ural Mountains of what was then the Soviet Union. They never came back. What was found weeks later in a remote mountain pass would become one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in history. The expedition. The group was led by 23-year-old engineering student Igor Dyatlov. The hikers were students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, and all were experienced in harsh winter conditions. Their destination, a mountain known as Koletsykel, a name that roughly translates from the local Mansi language to Dead Mountain. It was an ominous place to begin with. The last night, on February 1st, 1959, the group set up camp on an exposed slope of the mountain. Sometime during the night, something happened. Investigators later discovered the tent had been cut open from the inside. The hikers fled barefoot into minus 30 degrees Celsius, minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. Footprints showed they left calmly, not running. They had abandoned their boots, coats, and supplies. Why would experienced mountaineers leave shelter in deadly conditions? The bodies. Over the next 2 months, search teams discovered the bodies scattered across the snow. The first 2 were found near a tree line, barefoot and in underwear, with signs they had tried to start a fire. 3 more were found between the tree and the tent, as if trying to return. The remaining 4 were discovered weeks later under several feet of snow in a ravine. And that's when the case turned truly disturbing. Some of the hikers had crushed ribs and skull fractures comparable to a car crash. No external wounds to match the internal injuries. 1 missing tongue, 1 missing eyes. Traces of radiation on clothing. Yet there were no signs of a struggle. No other footprints. No evidence of another group. The official explanation. Soviet authorities concluded the hikers died due to a compelling natural force. The case was closed. For decades, speculation exploded. Avalanche, military weapons testing, secret radiation experiments, UFO encounter, paranormal forces, infrasound-induced panic. In 2020, Russian authorities reopened the case and concluded it was likely caused by a small avalanche combined with hypothermia. But critics argue the avalanche theory doesn't explain the unusual injuries, the radiation, the strange behavior of fleeing without gear, the missing tongue, the most haunting detail. The last entry in Dyatlov's journal, written before they reached Dead Mountain, included photographs of smiling hikers building camp. Normal, relaxed, unaware of what was coming. To this day, the site is known as Dyatlov Pass, named after Igor Dyatlov. 9 experienced adventurers, a single tent, a freezing night, and something that made them cut their way out into the darkness. No one knows exactly what happened on that mountain, and maybe that's what makes it terrifying. Thanks for listening to After Hours Mysteries. Until next time, thanks.